Typical evening at Greater is, to start off, it's an intentional gathering of teens from the community from multiple churches. It typically starts with some worship music to get the mood set. We go into some very short teaching, and we do one of my favorite things, probably time alone with God, where you can just go off and sit down, and we hand out a piece of paper with some questions that might have been part of the teaching, and you can either think about those to yourself, you can just talk to God yourself, you can just sit there and contemplate some things, as there's no rules. That's what's kind of cool about it. After that, we do a little bit more music, because we love music. And then we do prayer group, where you get into groups of like 3 or 4 and just pray with each other for whatever you might need, for whatever they might need, or just some prayer in general. And then we do some more music to close it out. Just some awesome worship music. That's a kind of a typical evening at Greater. My motivation for getting involved with Greater, to be honest, at the beginning was just to help lead worship. I mean, that's kind of like my thing. I love leading worship music, and to have an opportunity to do that at a place where there are teens involved, it gives me a different environment to lead worship for a different group of people. But once I kind of got in there, the motivation turned a little bit different. I even though it's for teens, I can kind of take some of the stuff home with me as well, if you just listen to the teaching and listen to the worship music. One thing that out of the last 3 sessions that we've had that kind of stood out to me was something that happened to me. One of the questions was, how have you been overwhelmed? And one of the things that first of all, I don't ever say anything in front of anybody, teens or not. I don't like speaking in front of people, as you can tell. But I was overwhelmed by the fact that when I was their age, I was not where they are. I was doing some things that I probably shouldn't have been doing. And it's very cool for me to be able to see teens that are the age that I was, not doing the things that I did, and having this opportunity to come to a place together and worship God. Ways that I've been stretched in Greater, there are so many. To kind of bring it all together, it stretched me in many ways. It stretched me musically, which has been a great opportunity, because I've really only ever played music with the FCF worship band, and to be able to play music with some other musicians, and it's been really cool because we just kind of worked. We barely ever rehearse, and we just do it. So to be able to play music with some other believers, and to have it just work the way that it does, I leave every session after Greater thinking, how did we do that? You know, it just works, and I know it's the Holy Spirit. I mean, how else would you be able to just play some music, never rehearsing, and it just comes together, and the teens love it, I love it. From the parent of a teen who happens to be in Greater, the benefit is getting them together with other believers that maybe they didn't know that they go to school with, that they pass in the halls, that they go to a different church but didn't know that they were believers together, and it can bring them together. And then doing that for the future of this community, bringing 3, 4, 5 churches together could just have an amazing impact on our community, in now and in the future. I would say that you should, as a teen, you should consider being involved in something like Greater, because it gives you an opportunity now to make some good choices, to get together with some other teens that also make good choices, that will keep your mind focused and keep you motivated to go in the right direction with God, with your life, with just keeping your mind straight and doing the right things. I think this is a good setting, a good environment to keep you in that direction. Do whatever it takes to get your kids to one or all of them. Whether it's an inconvenience, do whatever you can. Someone else is going. See if they can get a ride, or whatever you can do to get them there. I think it will greatly benefit the lives of your teens now and in the future. It would be awesome to get more churches involved, to get more teens together, Because for me personally, and this is very personal, that when we're leading worship at Greater, and to be able to hear the teens singing louder than we are, singing that worship music, it's really something special. I mean, it's awesome. It really puts a smile on your face, and sometimes it's so you just want to stop singing and play guitar and let them do it. It's just I don't know. I guess that's just another thing that makes me want to keep coming.